Now, the other day, I had a call from a friend of mine. She had been duped by one of those guru boys. He promised her a full driver's license in 7 days without a driving test. Now, she paid him 800 Ghana cedis, and the boy disappeared. Now, she had been trying to reach him for a month with no luck and was obviously distraught and wanted advice on what to do. So I told her to report the matter, but first I asked her one question. Why was she so corrupt? The truth is that con artists always target corrupt people. And so the more honest you are, the harder it is for someone to con you. One of the most popular scams is the 419 scam. There are several variations of it, but the principle is the same. You are told of some big money sitting somewhere which the con man has access to, but he requires a small amount to go and access it, whether for transportation or to secure some documents. The idea is that you will provide or contribute towards the smaller amount, and then you get paid an agreed portion of the larger sum once the con man receives it. This is the kind of scam which will only work on a person who desires to get rich by taking shortcuts. Have you ever heard of Victor Lustig? Probably not, but Google him. He is one of the world's cleverest con men. He developed a scam where he would sell a machine that printed real $100 bills. But the catch was that the machine could only print one bill every 6 hours. So he would demonstrate it to you, then he will sell you the machine. Now, by the time you realize that the machine contains only 2 real dollar bills and a load of paper, Lustig would be long gone with your thousands, $30,000 in some cases. But even Lustig pales in comparison to the American con artist Joseph Weil. Now, this guy scammed people with all kinds of tricks, from selling them cheap Indian oil lands that the government had no record of, to betting on fixed races and promising to double and triple people's investments with a money-printing chemical. Weil found a way of appealing to the innate corruption in everyone he met and exploiting it for his personal gain. Over a lifetime, he made over $8 million from people's greed. Now, not so long ago, the police recruitment scam rocked the nation. Many of the victims of this scam believed that they were paying for the opportunity to join the police service without going through the usual entry requirements. They wanted to achieve their goal without doing what was legally required to obtain it. Now, if they didn't have this corrupt mindset, would the scam have worked on them? You know, we complain about corrupt officials, but we must also examine our national psyche and honestly assess our own attitude to corruption. How do we feel about those who obtain riches by cheating the system? Do we revile them or do we revere them? I recently read Joseph Weil's autobiography. He called it Con Man. And I was struck by something he wrote. I just want to quote it verbatim. He said, "The desire to get something for nothing has been very costly to many people who have dealt with me and with other con men. But I have found that this is the way it works. The average person, in my estimation, is 99% animal and 1% human. The 99% that is animal causes very little trouble, but the 1% that is human causes all our woes. When people learn, as I doubt they will, that they can't get something for nothing, crime will diminish and we shall live in greater harmony." Those are the words of Mr. Weil. Now, my friends, it's human nature to want something for nothing. Unfortunately, the bad nuts among us are fully aware of this and will exploit it always. So my advice this morning is that we live our lives by the book. Rules are made to be followed. If you're a properly licensed driver in a properly insured car with your triangle and your fire extinguisher intact, and you follow all the road regulations, what reason will there ever be to bribe a policeman? My name is Kojo Yankson, and they say you can't cheat an honest man. Do you agree? Good morning, Ghana folk.